I'm back. Well, what have we got today? No, it's not the guitar. Ah, there you are. I wondered where you'd got to. Well, here we are, back at another review. And I have to tell you that right off, this review is where they've sent me gear for free. Oh, shock and horror, man. That's terrible. Well, no, it isn't, because anybody that sends me gear to review, they know that my review will absolutely always tell you the truth of what I find, and it will include my own personal opinion. That's just life. But people do, or companies do sometimes, keep sending me this equipment from time to time, and even if they've had gear reviewed before, they'll send the equipment because they know it's a true and fair review. And that's important to me. I hope it's important to you. So let's get on with this review. Well, Tony, what have you got? Well, I hate to say it. It's not a lot. Well, it is a lot, but that just depends on a lot of things. It's this strap here, this brown strap. You can see it. I'll have a zoom in a minute, don't worry. And it comes from, I've got to read this, because I'm like that. I'm getting older, aren't I? You might blame my age, everybody else seems to. Yeah, this is from D&A Guitars, or the actual name is D&A guitargear.com, and they call it D&A, but the company's D&A. So if you want to find out about the strap, and if you want to find out about the other things that they've got, which I'll show you in a moment, so it's a sort of dual review, although I've had one of the pieces of gear for years, which is a good thing. Yeah, DNAguitargear.com is the other place to go. Now this strap, it attacks a few things, maybe even some of the points that I'm familiar with and maybe they haven't considered. Well, they probably have considered, but I'm going to tell you about my experience with this strap. Now then, this is like some weird fish, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I'm sure you would. Well, from where you're looking, I think you would. But it's got a sort of nylon back, and it's got this sort of rubber piece on the front. It sort of sticks into your shoulders. Now, you might say that's a bad thing. The fact is that these aren't any old little rubber nodules on here. They relate to acupuncture or that sort of thing anyway. I'm not really up on that myself, but there they are. And this strap that you get fits over a regular strap. There's my regular strap. Believe it or not, that strap, I've had it that long. It came from Thoroughbred Music. You remember them guys? I bet you do. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you're a younger guy. So let's come round and show you a bit more about this strap. Now then, this is called a Gig Strap Pro. Yeah, that's its name. It's a guitar shoulder strap attachment. As you can see, there's my strap. And this thing sort of just fits on the back. It pulls off, if you can see that. And just velcros around. All looks nice and simple, and that's exactly what it is. It's all nice and simple. But it's designed to help you to reduce the pain over your neck. You know, if you're doing lots of gigs and stuff like that, a strap can become really painful over a bit of time. And once you get that pain in there, it's hard to get rid of, there's no doubt about that. Now this strap was designed by a company called RKS Designs, which have been involved in the design of D&A gear, well, as long as I can remember, let's put it that way round. And, you know, when you look at this, we could say, well, there's nothing to it, it's got a few little bumps on it and away you go. But actually, it's far from that. There's a lot more to the strap, or this add-on, than you might think. You know, it's designed really to help you not get this shoulder fatigue and playing discomfort. You know, when you've got your guitar on for hours on end and you're doing that a number of nights a week, it can really get to be quite painful. And if you're a bassist type of guy, oh my God, I can tell you, I've got a bass guy who comes around here, Alan Bruce, and he's always complaining about his shoulder, particularly when he gets some heavier basses on, because he likes basses with more than 4 strings or 5 strings. He's one of them guys who wants to be a guitarist, I think. Anyway, enough of that. Are you there? I wondered where you'd got. Yeah, it's a long way down here actually. But I just wanted to show you this D&A Guitar Stand. This one handles 3 of them. And it's called a Hydra. And it's been here, and another one in there, slightly different, moved around over and over and over, well, for many years. And I'll put a link down below for the Hydra and the D&A stands, because I think that they're really worth the effort. They were good when they came here, and they're good still today, all these years later. And I remember at the time speaking to a guy named Tone, and he sent one of these over, and I plugged in about $37,000 worth of guitars and tried to shake them off. Yeah, thankfully they stayed on there. But these have been in use ever since, and what I love about them is the fact that they grab the guitar up at the top here. I don't know whether you can see that, I think you can. Yeah, so I just wanted to mention them, and let's go back to the strap. Okay, so you can see I've got the strap on. Here it is, all nice and soft as it happens. Although you've got them lumps in there, you don't actually feel any lumps. Don't ask me why, I'm not the designer. They are. But this guitar, the reason I chose this guitar to show you is I've had major problems with this guitar. And I've had SGs over the years, and I've even had to sell them because I couldn't get on with them, because what you find on an SG is they become really neck heavy. And this guitar is no exception. And if you look down here, you can just see maybe where I put a new strap button on to move the sort of centre of gravity so that this thing didn't go down. And fair enough, that works. But various guys told me, they said, oh, you need a wide strap. And I was saying, oh yeah, but it's going to pull my, you know, my top over one side and all that sort of stuff. Well, here I am with this device, this Gig Strap Pro. The Gig Strap Pro doesn't actually pull anything. It's all just sitting there. And the other thing that happens is the guitar doesn't go down, even though it's fastened on the strap button that was originally there on this Epiphone SG. Yeah, so that's a side issue that I wanted to raise, because it's a great feature for anybody who's got an SG, and trust me, there are a lot of them out there, aren't there? As far as how comfortable this thing is, honestly, you don't know you've got it. You do know you've got it, but it's sort of spread out. You can move your arms around and stuff like that. And if I was going to use this for a couple of 3 hours at a time, my guess is that, yeah, it's definitely going to help. It will help. How much it will help is dependent on the person, their age, the this, the that, the weight of the guitar, and so on and so forth. But my friend, Alan Bruce, he's a bass guy among a lot of other things that he does. But he has these 5 and 6 string basses, and they can be pretty heavy. There's one over there now, and that one's made of acrylic. And, you know, he sort of walks around like this all the time. An easy thing to end up doing, yeah. You can get a real severe problem with this shoulder, yeah. And that's a real good help, in my opinion. But it has, as I've said, more than one use. Okay, so on the screen, if you want to know about the stand that sits over there, the Hydra, or any of the other D&A guitar stands that they've got, quite nice really, you go to DNAGuitarGear.com. That's www.DNAGuitarGear.com, and note it's DNA, not a D ampersand A. And if you want to know about the strap itself, or this add-on for a strap, I'll call it a strap though, they call it a Gig Strap Pro. I think they're about $40 or something like that, but don't quote me. Price will be down below and on the screen now somewhere. I'm bad at remembering prices of stuff, but you'll get the idea. And yeah, you should have a close look at one of these, especially if you've got an SG, or if you've got any problem with your shoulder. And once you get that problem, it can be hard to get rid of. So I don't recommend you just willy-nilly blunder on. Yeah, just before I do go, it says there, acupressure technology. Yeah, the gig strap with its unique knob profile is engineered to distribute the weight of the guitar across concentrated pressure points for the better weight distribution and muscle relief. So there, it's built around, well, science, I suppose. So, what do I like and what don't I like? Is there anything I don't like? Well, I liked all of it, but I think I could make a comment that it might not be for everybody, but it's just something that I found. When you're using a strap like this, and this is a good 2.5 inches wide, you can actually a little bit move this outer Gig Strap Pro on the strap. And if there was some way, even if it was just a bit of Velcro on the inside, of holding that from moving, I think that would be another addition that makes it just that little bit better. Apart from that, it's all here. I mean, it's great material. It's really well made, no doubt about that. And these rubber things aren't going to wear out anytime soon. So if you've got shoulder problems, I would do. So that's the thing, isn't it? It's like everything else. You get to my age, oh my God, I'm like a geriatric, aren't I? No, don't answer that. Oh my God. So what's the score, Tony? Well, being fair to the product, I'd give it a 9. I wouldn't give it a 10. I'd give it a 9. But a 9 is an exceptionally good score from somebody like me. I tend to tell the truth with reviews, and I input my own subjectivity, if you will. It's a bit like this thing moving on this strap. Well, it won't move on every strap, just the one I've got. Might be absolutely perfect for you. So I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's got a lot to offer, especially with if you've got a shoulder problem of any kind. Don't antagonise that, whatever you do, because it won't help. And I think if you've got an SG, oh my God, this will kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, boom, got it. So there. Now I do want to thank D&A Guitar Gear for actually sending me this. I haven't spoke to them in a while, but that's okay. I don't go looking for equipment just to be sent to me for free. I don't work like that. In fact, I would say 99% of everything that I review I've actually been out and bought. Not every last thing, because people do send things. My next review is something what somebody sent, but honestly, you probably won't see any more for the rest of the year. That's just how it is. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see real reviews, which this one absolutely is. Do that thumbs up thing that helps the channel. And tick the all button so at least you get to hear sometimes when I've posted anything. And that doesn't always work, by the way. Note that YouTube, but there you go. Lastly, you can visit www.tonymackenzie.com if you want. Loads and loads of stuff on there. It's getting many thousands of hits a month. Not enough, but it's enough for me because I don't particularly update it too much anymore. But there is a lot of stuff on there. I hope you like this particular review because it is something that's a little bit different. And it does actually equate to people's health. And what you don't want is to be ignoring any shoulder problem if you've got it, because it will get worse if you do nothing about it. Remember that, won't you? So that's it for now. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you. Yeah. Now get out of here.